What if the strength you are chasing in the world is impossible to achieve until you first master the world inside your mind? What if the power you want externally, respect, clarity, discipline, leadership, all begins with a single truth? A man cannot lead his life until he can lead himself. Take a breath. Inhale command, exhale chaos. Let's step into sovereignty. Your mind is your first kingdom. You've learned about discipline. You've learned about identity. You've learned about the process of becoming. But now, we enter a higher dimension, self-leadership. Because no matter how strong you are externally, if your mind is ungoverned, your life is unstable. Your mind is your first territory. Your thoughts are your first soldiers. Your emotions are your first counsel. And every single person is either ruled by their mind or the ruler of their mind. You cannot lead a family, a mission, a vision, a purpose, a future, until you learn to lead yourself. There is an old story of a powerful emperor who was feared by entire nations, but was ultimately defeated by his own restlessness. He conquered cities, but he consistently lost the battles inside his own mind. He commanded vast armies, but he could not command his own impulses. He built sprawling empires, but he never managed to build inner peace. One night, a wise old monk visited him and said, "You rule millions, but you do not rule yourself. And a man who cannot govern himself is already overthrown." The emperor was silent, because he knew, deep down, that it was true. And here is the tension we all face. Most of us focus on building the outer world while completely ignoring the inner one. But eventually, the neglected inner world will always break the outer one. So how do we build that inner world? A sovereign mind has three core qualities, three pillars. The first is command. You decide what thoughts stay and what thoughts are shown the door. Your mind doesn't run rampant without your permission. You are the gatekeeper. The second is clarity. You know what you want, and even more importantly, you know who you are. This clarity cuts through the noise and confusion of the world, giving you a fixed point to navigate from. And the third pillar is centeredness. You remain unmoved in chaos, stress, noise, or overwhelming emotion. You are the calm within the storm. You are the eye of the hurricane. This is what I call sovereign psychology. This is internal kingship. This is leadership of the self before all else. Let's try something. I want you to say these affirmations, either out loud or in your mind. Feel the weight of each word. My mind is my responsibility. My thoughts serve my purpose. My emotions follow my leadership. I choose my focus. I choose my behavior. I choose my response. I am not ruled by impulses. I am not ruled by fear. I am not ruled by doubt. I rule my mind. I rule my emotions. I rule my decisions. I am sovereign. I am centered. I am in command of myself. My mind is my kingdom, and I lead it with power. Modern science actually tells us something incredibly powerful that backs this up. Your mind naturally defaults to survival mode unless you consciously direct it. Without your leadership, your brain becomes reactive, impulsive, anxious, emotional, unfocused, and distracted. It's just trying to keep you safe in the most primitive way possible. But with intentional leadership, your brain becomes clear, steady, grounded, and strategic. This inner leadership activates the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for long-term decisions, discipline, logic, emotional regulation, and purpose-driven thinking. When you consciously command your mind, your entire life upgrades almost automatically. Listen to this carefully. You have lived too many days being led by your mood instead of your mission. Too many mornings have been pulled in a dozen different directions by emotion instead of a single, clear direction. You've spent too many seasons building external strength while neglecting your internal sovereignty. That ends today. Let's say this again, but this time with your full power. Feel it resonate through your entire being. I am the leader of my mind. I am the master of my emotions. I am the architect of my reality. I govern myself with authority and clarity. I rise as a sovereign man. This is Ascension. But it's not an upward movement. It's an inward one. The journey to greatness goes through the self. Take one final deep breath. Inhale leadership. Exhale hesitation. And declare this truth. I lead myself. I guide my mind. I govern my emotions. I choose my direction. My sovereignty shapes my destiny. And the world always follows the man who leads himself first. This is the sovereign mind. This is your ascension. If this message awakened the leader within you, share it with someone who is ready to step into their own authority. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, we'll move into the art of emotional mastery, learning how strong men and women can remain grounded, even in the storms that break others. Your ascension has begun.